What's going on, everyone? This is Cadman Cycling. Welcome in. Today we're in Neokyo. This is stage 1 of the Neokyo Badge Hunting series. It highlights all of the new routes around Neokyo, which is built within Zwift's new map of the Macquarie Islands, but they specifically added Neokyo just a couple weeks ago. So stage 1 will take us around the Sleepless City route. It's a pretty short overall route. It's 9.6 kilometers, about 6 miles, with 42 meters of elevation gain. The map on the left shows it's really a flat race, not a whole lot of climbing. But this is a large ride. We have over 550 different Zwift riders. Looks like actually more than 575 have joined today. This is a group ride. This is not a race. Many riders, including myself, will treat it as a race, but for the purpose of it just being a group ride where everyone's included from all categories and really trying to build Zwift, I'll try to avoid talking through race tactics today and just really enjoy this new route with so many different riders included. Everyone's wearing the new Neokyo kit, and these can all be unlocked during this badge hunting series. So there's 3 different Neokyo items. There's this new kit, there's Neokyo shoes, and then there's also a helmet, which I believe the helmet that I'm sporting in this race is the Neokyo helmet, which is kind of interesting because I didn't choose it before the race, and as soon as I finished, I automatically switched back to my normal kit. But it looks like not all the riders are wearing it, so kind of wondering how I got it, but I'll enjoy it while I can, at least until I unlock it officially. So the kit unlocks after a rider's completed 25% of the stages. So that means once you complete 1 stage out of the 4, you can unlock the kit. Once you've completed 2, then you'll get the shoes. And if you complete all 4, then you'll unlock the helmet. And after stage 1, in case you don't see your unlock, just make sure to log out and log back into Zwift, and it should show up and allow you to wear this kit after just riding the first stage. So just started a couple days ago. I believe each stage lasts 3 or 4 days before they jump to the next stage. So it's just an event that lasts from November 29th to December 14th. And no reason to worry if you miss a specific stage. At the very end, they have a makeup week. So between December 15th to 19th, if you've missed any of the stages and want to try a ride again, that's when you have the opportunity to do so. These rides go off every hour on the hour. So 550 have joined this specific ride, but it's amazing. Every single hour, they have a new one go off, and it's still just such a popular ride. Everyone's interested in kind of taking a tour around Zwift's newest city, and it's exciting. It's much different than anything else Zwift has put out before. In my view, I think it'll become a very good crit course just through the city. I enjoy all the neon, so this was a fun one. I really like that they put this overall series together as riders are getting to know the different routes. And each route, each stage during this series will get progressively harder. So this one's pretty short, pretty flat, but it's definitely the easiest of the 4. They'll get longer. They'll start adding more elevation as the days go on. Another thing I enjoy about these large rides is just all of the comments and camaraderie that happens before the ride starts. When there's 500 people at the start line, there's a lot of messages being sent. You get to see a lot of people say where they're riding from. So this was a evening race, US Eastern time, so a lot of other US riders, but really at any time you get riders from across the globe. It's cool to see just how global Zwift is and how many people ride from all over the world. And I love seeing you guys on Zwift too. I know I get a few ride-ons every once in a while. I don't have time to call them all out during a race or group ride, but I do see them, and it's amazing how when you're feeling your worst in the middle of a race and then you see a ride-on from a name that's familiar, how it really brings up the energy and can help you stay in a pack. So I see it, I really appreciate it. And some of you have joined some races I've been in. Love having conversations with you, although most of you have beaten me. Definitely gotta get back to the grind, start raising the watts per kilogram. A lot of you guys are some great Zwift racers. I'm just a poor little cat C trying to keep up, so I'll continue working on it. It's really, really fun though that it's really a community, Zwift in itself, but also what we have here. So I've had a lot of fun with it. I love chatting with you guys in the comments and on Zwift. So thanks for the ride-ons. Thanks for being there. I think that's what it's all about. Is part of Zwift is the video game and the workouts, but the other part is the community and kind of having this group of like-minded people. We love to bike, we love to work out, and we like to do it with friends. So really having a lot of fun with it and love to see you guys on Zwift. You know, the Tron bikes look really good in this map, I think because it's always nighttime, everything's neon, the way those Tron bikes light up. I don't have one yet. Need to start working more towards getting that Tron, because I dealt with a bit of another dropout there. I had a couple of them throughout the race, but to get the Tron, you need to have over 50,000 meters of climbing while going towards the Mount Everest challenge. So I don't think I'm even halfway there. That's a bit of a problem I have. I enjoy these crit races so much that usually don't have a lot of elevation gain, that don't exactly get the climbing meters in. So that's something I'll start working towards a bit more in the future. Maybe racing more in Neokyo, I'll get a bit more jealous of everyone with the Tron bike and work harder towards getting it. And that's an area of my racing I definitely need to improve, is that climbing side of it. I'm generally better on flat races, staying with the big groups, but I get dropped in climbs, I find. So something to work on, get better. You know, I've become a bit of a Zwift addict, and one of the problems with that is I just enjoy the races so much, and I'm so competitive that I want to do those every time I join Zwift. But I've been thinking about doing some kind of endurance training plan, or maybe even an FTP builder in the coming months over the winter, just to try to get that extra increase in FTP and endurance to see if I can last longer in races, maybe have a higher overall output, just to continue making gains in racing. I found my watts per kg has been pretty steady for the past 6 months, and it's probably because every time I'm on Zwift, I race because I'm addicted to it and have a lot of fun with it. But at some point you got to get the training in, you got to get the rest in. So thinking about doing a training plan over the winter. Haven't joined one yet. I did have a Fondo a couple months ago that I did a training plan for about, I think it was 3 or 4 weeks leading up to the Fondo, and I tried my best to follow it, but again, couldn't stay completely away from racing. So kind of 50% followed that plan, but definitely see the value that it can bring within Zwift to build that endurance and build that overall power output. So went ahead, slowed it down. We have just a kilometer left. Found another group that I'm working with now. Got dropped by the first one. I really do like these kits. So as soon as I finish this stage, log out of Zwift and see the kit, hopefully. Probably sport it in a few of my races. I did see that Neokyo officially does have a Crit City course, so I haven't seen any of the events posted for it yet, but the route details and everything are shared, so hopefully I'll be joining some of those races in the future. Right now I just have kind of Crit City to explore with, along with the Champs-Élysées is another good circuit race, but this will be another fun place to do some shorter races. As we're coming now just to the finish, $580 riders, man, what a great turnout. Had a lot of fun with this one. Can kind of be treated as anything. Some treat it as a race, some I'm sure treat it as a warm-up for a race that they have right after this, but overall, that's the Sleepless City route. So guys, thanks for joining. I'll definitely be sharing more information about the other stages as well as we get to them, but thanks for hanging in there. Until next time, this is Cadman Cycling, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.